Hello. I want to talk to you today about the newest trend that's the biggest rip-off in Virginia. During the lockdown, when everybody was required to stay at home, these lawmakers started passing a bunch of regulations, putting stuff into law that nobody knew about because they were stuck at home. And I just become a victim of the latest rip-off. I got something like this in the mail. And I found out that they run these automated systems 2 hours after the children leave the school zones. So according to the newspaper, school starts at 8:30 in the morning. And the school buses leave the property at 3:05 in the afternoon, and the parents can pick up their children at 3 o'clock. And they leave these automated cameras running until 5 o'clock in the evening, so they can nab people on the evening rush. I find that to be grossly unfair. I also find it to be grossly unfair that they're snapping out anywhere from 10 to 100 citations a day. And I read a news article in Virginia. It says they're expecting to have $100 million in photo enforcement revenue spread across 130 of these speed trap cameras. And yes, I'm calling it a speed trap. I've got some information here. A judge in Ohio State he referred to these speed trap cameras as a high-tech game of three-card Monte. If you don't know what that is, it's 3 cards on the table where they shuffle them around to get you confused where you can never pick the right one. And they do the same thing with cups with some coin under it or something. But there's absolutely no way to win. I've been to district court enough times, and I've seen the judges just rubber stamp $100 fines for littering because the game officer accused somebody of leaving a cup in the woods. And it was like 5 or 6 defendants went in there, one right after another, just rubber stamping the fines. They don't care if they did it or not. So essentially you have absolutely no defense because they're using, can't remember what it's called, but here it is. It's called civil asset forfeiture. It's the same law they use to take drug dealers' cars and assets, bank accounts. They're assessing the fine against an adamant object. They don't even have to identify who is driving the vehicle. They just send you a damn citation. The same as getting a parking ticket. All they have to do is claim that you did some kind of violation or something illegal, and they claim you owe money. Like I said, I find that to be grossly offensive. And it's a whole lot of things I'm not in agreement with. Colorado is dumping their program because they're spending more money paying the people that own the camera and regulate the program than they're earning in revenue. And I find that hard to believe. But some of these states are paying 30% of the fine goes to some private company to put the cameras out there, and they turn the sensitivity up on them so high so they catch almost everybody driving through there. And I find that it's nothing more than organized crime. And the state has a free pass under something called sovereign immunity, which means you can't bring a civil suit against any public official because they're acting in the scope of their duty, and they're protected by the United States Constitution. Another injustice on behalf of the states. Warning signs are questionable. I looked at the state code, and them signs have to be put back 1,000 feet. And I don't recall seeing any regulatory sign out there that stated the hours of operation or the hours of enforcement. All I seen was a regular school zone sign there at like 4:30 in the afternoon, which school was out to my knowledge. And then as soon as I passed the school, all of a sudden I seen a flash of light about a sign right in front of the school at the same point it took the picture. So there was absolutely no identifiable warning to adjust the speed. Because if I understand the community correctly, it's zoned 45 miles per hour. And it's just some little podar town and 1,000 feet in both directions. That's the entire community is deemed to be a school zone. And I want people to know about the injustice. I want people to know about Smyth County, Virginia, is where this happened. I don't live in that community. I don't know exactly where that school is located. I have no idea what the enforcement hours are because I've very rarely passed through there. Policing for profit is the newest trend today. And like I said, $100 million of revenue across the state. That's a big money maker. That's like putting a damn slot machine out there and everybody has to pull the handle. And it's kind of what I have to say today. I know about the predatory acts of the way Virginia operates, and you know, I'm really disgusted with everything I've seen. I mean, I ended up paying a water bill, and I don't even have service. And the judge knew I had a solid defense to it, and he just said, well, I have to find you guilty for that, and you have to pay all these back charges and everything else that was never identified with the title to our house when we made the purchase. And this is just another rip-off. I mean, I was in district court one time. They gave me a ticket for a expired town sticker, and I went in there and fought that, and the judge put the cop in timeout because he knew the cop was in the wrong. And I had a solid defense to that too. You know, I'm just really disgusted with these little PODA sheriff's offices acting like they're above the law. Thank you and have a good evening.